What's going on, beautiful people? It is I, your flying locomotive and faster than a speeding bullet SuperCliff, coming at you live with a brand new video. So let's talk about House of the Dragon Season 2, Episode 3, The Burning Mill. I believe that's what the episode's called. They might have changed it. They've been doing that a lot lately, but I digress. Now, obviously this video will contain spoilers, so you have been warned. It's your fault if you continue on this video. Okay, so essentially, we all know the Dance of the Dragons, the civil war between the Targaryens, is amping up. And the episode starts off with House Blackwood and House Bracken from the Riverlands. Little, A Song of Ice and Fire, background here. These two houses really hate each other. They've hated each other since forever. The Dance of Dragons, people who are going for Rhaenyra or people going for Aegon, it just sort of kind of gives them a chance to kill each other. And that's exactly what happens. We don't see the battle take place, but we do see ideally Bloody Ben antagonizing the Bracken Knight, which leads into a big battle, and we see the aftermath of it. And I really love how the show doesn't showcase the battle, doesn't show us how it happens. It just shows us the aftermath, because that's really what this show's about. It's about how civil war and just how the War of Succession can really just not just fuck up a family, but also destroy the entire realm. Plus, when you have dragons who are basically nuclear weapons at this point, yeah, shit's gonna happen. Now, this episode's great because the pieces, you really feel that things are escalating. People are getting their armies ready. You got the High Towers, getting their messages and all their answers from different lords and ladies. You got Daemon, who's flying over the Harrenhal. He takes over the castle with zero fights. And you have that relationship between Rhaenyra and Alicent Hightower. And how it's funny because at the end of the episode, when Rhaenyra visits King's Landing to speak with Alicent in hopes of ending the war, or at least stopping it in its tracks for the time being, you really get the sense that Alicent Hightower, even though she has a powerful position, she has no power. Shit's already gotten too far to the point where it's too late to rewind and to say okay, never mind to the war. There's that pride feeling that Alicent has that I think we've all had at some point in random parts of our lives. And I felt really connected with that because what do you do? Obviously the right thing to do is to admit you made a mistake, but does that really affect anything? And if you do that, will that change anything? I highly doubt it because Aegon is beginning to really power, but I really like that scene. That was a great scene. And I love how their friendship, it's still there, but it's definitely broken. And I love how the show is giving our characters in well-written fashion many chances of sewing back the family together, at least so that the world doesn't burn down. But every character is just making that dumb decision of nope, sorry, too late. I also liked the introduction of some new characters. You got some new Hightower people. Alicent's brother joining up with Sir cristoncole, everyone's favorite guy. He gets a new haircut in this episode. I also like how everyone is very much aware that having Sir cristoncole as the Hand of the King is a terrible idea, yet no one is doing anything about it. I also like how Daemon's kids, the black children, that sounds weird, but you know what I mean. I'm just forgetting the names right now, but I like how they got more screen time and more things to do. I like how Baela, the one who can't connect to a dragon, feeling helpless and sort of like a liability. And I'm curious to see how she does it when she enters, the Vale of Arryn, tries to use political persuasion to convince the House Arryn to, get their shit together. It's fun seeing how the concept of war in this show is a bad idea. I love how the idea of dragons are essentially AC-130s, and that if you let one loose, anything's a go. And so that's just it's very chilling. Also, we got to talk about that Millie Alcock, young Rhaenyra cameo. I think a lot of people, when it comes to House of the Dragon, I think a lot of people prefer Amelia Alcock as Rhaenyra, older than Emma Darcy's older version. I love both, but I love how Daemon is basically seeing shit at Harrenhal. It's also paying, the fact that Harrenhal is supposedly haunted, but also there's witchcraft involved. And we kind of see that a little bit play there. And I like how Daemon's sort of losing his mind a little bit. And that was just cool to see. And him hallucinating, seeing a young Rhaenyra, the girl he sort of fell in love with or would die for, just telling him, hey, you're fucking up. So get your stuff together. Yeah, overall, I really like this episode. I think the second one is still better, but I think this is probably the second best episode of season 2 so far. Really loved how things are moving along and tensions are building, and it's inevitable. We can't sew this back together moment is coming soon, likely in the next episode in that big battle that's being set up. So the show is continuing to be great, and I cannot wait for more of season 2. So yeah, as always, I'm a majestic sayer of words, SuperCliff. And if you guys are new to the channel, then do me a solid by smashing that like and subscribe button. And also hit the notification bell so that you'll never miss out on an upload, and so that you'll always be kept up to date with your favorite House of the Dragon news, updates, lore videos, in this majestic Westorian world. Now tell me, what are your thoughts and opinions on episode 3? Are you guys excited for episode 4? Let me know down in the comment section below. And until next video, peace, giggity goo.